About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Now Allen. And this is Cook with the ground. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Again, it's Cook. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Allen. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
The 45-yard line.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Allen now looks to throw. That's caught. It's Coleman. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. To throw, it's Allen. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Josh Palmer, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Stroud off the play fake. This goes out wide for Mixon. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 2nd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Here's Stroud. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Stroud to throw it. And that's caught inside the 45. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The throwing again is Stroud. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. Their defensive side did that, but he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go and put in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Mixon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 8.
319, 52.
Here's Allen. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
And the Bills first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Buffalo.
These two teams all tied after one. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Allen running the option to the left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
A gain of a yard.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd down and 6 to go.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Allen off the play fake. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's Foley Fatukasi into the backfield with ease and making the stick for a loss.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Cook is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Davis will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 14.
Ka'imi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. We'll call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, it looked like it marched to the end zone. He's hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. To the air. Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Allen going to throw. Slant left, going to be caught by Palmer. Touchdown, Bills. Josh Palmer with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have broken the tie. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Bills 21. Texans 14. Mitch Wishnowsky.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mixing up the middle. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
to Mixon on the check down. And he'll go down at the 28. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. That's complete to Dell. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
On the quick, right? 18. Why Tony?
Stroud. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Jalen Noel as the first half is winding down. And the Texans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put up scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kicks away.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
it's caught inside the 25. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Palmer on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Texans 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Throwing now is Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Got his man, Dell.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Stroud looking to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diamond catch. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field.
On the quick, right? Why, Tony?
Here goes Stroud again. Caught here, right side, no. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bills' 42-yard line.
Here we go. 18. What's that? Hey, uno more.
And Stroud now to throw. That's into double coverage and intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. That tackle behind the line made by Will Anderson. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
He's able to get it to Coleman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Bills.
Cook up the gut. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, 33 yards. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Texans 21.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 132 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Oh, partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Oh, ready.
Again, it's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st down.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dalton Schultz from 8 yards out. And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
35, Texans 28. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. To throw, it's Allen. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the 1st time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. Now it's Allen. That is caught. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Now Allen. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. First target, first catch, and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Henry To'o there on the tackle.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Allen. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Allen now looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Bills.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Here's Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Allen will try and do this himself. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Bass is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They'll let this go deep for Collins. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 74 yards. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Ka'imi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show.
He's got him in, complete. Down the right sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Reggie Gilliam, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Texans 35.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
11. How's it's 18. 19 Texans.
Here's Stroud. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Bills, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis